Hello, in today's video we will be improving the audio in my videos, so let's get on with it. Roll titles! Welcome to the channel if it's your first time here, and welcome back if it's not. Now in today's video you might notice things sound a little bit differently, and that's because of this. My microphone that I normally use to record videos is actually here. It's these ones here, and they're switched off. And these are also microphones that I use to record my videos. They are here. These ones sort of come out when there's me and James, or me and someone else in the video. And this is my new microphone, which will be taking over the duties for like everything really. And this is the RODE Wireless Pro, and these are professional grade microphones designed for content creators like myself, and maybe like you too. Not the band, obviously, they've got much better microphones. As you might have noticed, I am a bit of a RODE fanboy. So these are the original RODE Wireless Go microphones. These are the RODE Wireless Go 2. And now we've got the RODE Wireless Pro. I've been using the RODE Wireless Go's now for ages. I've been super happy with them. And then I got the RODE Wireless Go 2, just because I wanted the option of recording multiple people. It's especially great when I've got James on the vlog with me. And they also offer some additional features. They can record the microphone output onto the transmitters. So if I forget to turn on the receiver or it runs out of charge, the recordings are safely stored on each transmitter and you can grab them off there. They're like sort of external hard drives. Now, the RODE Wireless Pro do very similar things, but they've now got 32-bit float recording and timecode sync. The easiest way of describing 32-bit float recording is that it kind of records a sort of very different level that sort of changes. So if the sound gets really loud all of a sudden, it won't distort. And so if there's a quieter sound as well, it adjusts the level for it. I've explained that really badly. It should mean better audio for especially places like theme parks, where you can have really loud rides and background noise and you're trying to talk over them. It gives you just a bit more flexibility when it comes to editing, which is something that I really want. So yeah, I'm not actually using my standard microphones to record at the moment. I'm using a other RODE microphone that's pointing directly at me rather than having my lavalier mic right here. But I thought what we could do is we could actually use all three of these at one point in the video and see if we can notice any difference in sound quality. I mean, I'm hoping there will be, because these are quite expensive. They did start off around about the £400 mark, but now they're sort of down to a bit more reasonable $340, which is still a lot of money, but I actually think they're a lot more worth it than the RODE Wireless Go 2 is, because it comes with so much stuff in this box, which we'll get into in a second. So yeah, this isn't going to be like the most scientific and technical review going. I'm essentially going to get these out of the box, have a little look at what we get, maybe plug them into the RODE Central software on my Mac and see how that works. And we'll also compare them with its older siblings. So yeah, let's lose these guys for now. Now, this is actually where things get a little bit more interesting and why I think it's excellent value for money. Because as well as getting the two transmitters and the receivers, there's a charging case. You've got 3 furry windshields. You've got 2 mag clips goes. So they're the magnetic clips that hold it onto your outfit. There's 2 lav mics in here, and they're the Lavalier 2 guys. They come with like the clips and the windshields for those. There's an accessory case, a lens cloth, an SC2 TRS to TRS cable, a USB-C to Lightning cable, a USB-C to USB-C cable, and a super speed USB-C to USB-C cable. So in this box, there's a lot of stuff, which is great. You don't have to buy things separately. So for example, when I got my RODE Wireless Go 1s, I had to then fork out for a lav mic. And then when I got my RODE Wireless Go 2, I had to fork out for another lav mic to go with it, because it doesn't come with that. But this comes with everything included in one box. And let's get into that box. So these can plug into a camera, which I'd normally use. You can plug them into your phone and use them with your phone, and you can plug them into your computer and record audio at the computer. So if you're a streamer as well, you could use this for streaming and just recording sort of content filmed on your computer. Or if you want to do voiceover work, you can do a voiceover with it on your computer. There's just a lot of flexibility in this kit. Love it. It's all packed away nicely. Right, so what do we get? What do we get? So this must be our USB-C cable to USB-C cable. It transfers at 5 gigabits per second. Nice. And has a power capability of 60 watts. Excellent. It is a thick, chunky boy cable. Right. And then we've got these two cases. Oh, and a little sort of regulatory and safety guide. Make sure you pay proper attention to the regulatory and safety guide. Well, these cases are cute. Okay, so this must be the charging case because it has got a USB-C connector on the back. So basically, once you're done with your microphones, you can put them in the charging case and use them to transport it. But also, I believe this has got a battery in it that will also charge them up. So when you pull them out of the case, they should be ready to go. See what it says on the bottom of the case. There you go. So it's got a 4,200 milliamp hour battery, which is great. Right, let's have a little look what's in the non-charging case to start with. I guess this is going to be our accessories and maybe our lav mics. Oh man, what a bundle of stuff we've got in here. Okay, so we've got our USB-C to lightning connector cable. So this is for plugging the microphone into an older iPhone that has the lightning connector. And you can use it as an external microphone with your iPhone. And this is a USB-C to USB-C cable, so you can use this with an Android phone, and I'm pretty certain a newer iPhone, and have external audio recording with those. And then we've got the TRS cable, which is just your sort of standard microphone cable. So if you're plugging your Rode Wireless Pro into your camera, you'd probably use this guy. And it is a TRS, and that's TRS. I don't know. There's basically got the 3 connectors on rather than the 4. That would be a TRRS cable. I can't remember what it stands for. I'll put it on the screen. Wait. Right, wow. So these are our magnetic guys, and they basically clip onto the microphone. Then you can use the magnet and like put the mic pack under your clothes and hide it away, and the magnet keeps it in position. And those are very, very strong magnets. Wowzers. Right, what's in the bottom? We've got some sweets for the kiddies. They're not sweets, don't eat them. So we've got our Rode lens cleaning cloth. You know, you don't want a dirty lens hole. I love this little case, I really do. Okay, so we have got our 2 lav mics with a strangulation hazard guide on them. And these come with the locking connectors, so there's no chance of your cable being pulled out. What else do we have in here? Guessing some microphone clips. Look, okay, so we've got the Lavalier 2 regulatory and safety guide. Remember, read this at all times. Yeah, so we have got the clips for the microphones, some wind shields for the microphones, and also some spare locking nuts. And then right in the bottom, we've got our wind shields, and these go on the Rode Wireless Pro microphones, basically. We've got 3, I guess if you lose one. Right. So you've got 2 with the sort of hole like that. Quite hard to see. And I assume that is for these guys. So if you're out on a windy day and you want more than the foam windshield, you can get the actual sort of Deadcat style windshields for it that pop on. Nice. And then you've got these 2 here that have got the sort of rounded heads on. and those would go on top of the wireless microphone transmitters. So you've got so much included for your £340. You've got probably all the cables you'd need for most scenarios. You've got the magnetic clips. You've got the windshields / Deadcats for both the lav mics and also the microphone packs. You've got the Lavalier 2 microphones, which I think are sort of around about £80 to £100 each regardless. You've got the accessories to go with them, and you know, you've got a lens cloth included too. So I think already you're actually doing quite well for your money. And that's even before we get into the microphone packs themselves. Look at them in there. All ready to go. So, yep, so I've just pulled it out and it's like, yes, sir, ready to go, sir. So this is transmitter number 1. This is transmitter number 2. And it's waiting for this. Look, they've already turned themselves on and they're just into action already. They're just like, yes, sir, let's go. So let's peel this off there and we can have a little look at the receiver to start with. Love the screen on it. It's a really nice screen. Very clear, very bright. So on the top, we've got the RODE button. And then on the bottom here, we've got a gain control button and also a channel select and pairing button. I think what we'll do is we'll get these plugged into the software because you can actually change what the buttons do depending on how you fancy it. So on the display, we've got the battery level of this receiver. We've got the battery levels of the 2 transmitters, and we can also see the audio levels of those 2 transmitters. And I think the M means it's merged. So the signal from both of them are merged into one audio signal. So you can also have it in a split mode as well. So one is on the left channel and the other is on the right channel. And that means you've got a bit more flexibility when it comes to editing. I press the buttons. Oh, okay. So you can alter the gains, and previously the button just gave you a sort of level and it didn't give you a sort of actual figure on it. But now you can actually adjust the gain and put a figure on it, which is quite good when you do like professional editing. Ah, okay, so you can actually toggle between different gain modes, I think, here. To turn on or off your device, you just press and hold the button and it'll turn off. And now these guys are going, what the hell's going on? They're flashing because they've lost their link. So I guess now would be a good opportunity to have a look at these guys. So you've got the flashing link light telling us that the transmitter is off. And now they've got these little lights here that I assume will be red LEDs that tell us if the microphone pack is recording. Because at the moment, I don't think it's recording anything. So when the mic is open and recording, it gives you a clear visual cue that it's actually happening and everything is going on. And we've got these green status LEDs down here as well. Now, I honestly don't know what this button does. We'll look at that in a bit. And so what we've got on top of the microphone packs, we've got the actual microphones themselves. So you don't need to use them with lavalier mics. You can just clip it onto you and it will use the microphone on the top here. And this is where you plug in the lav mic, and it's also, might be difficult to see because it's black on black, but it does have the sort of twisty connector so you can screw your lav directly in and it won't pop out. So I guess these windshield guys just sort of, there we go. Okay, they twist and lock. That was a problem with the Rode Wireless Go original mics. They actually did have to remake the windshields for them because they didn't stay on very well, but that's not coming off, and you just twist it to unlock it. Well, I think a lot of the power in this is in the actual software itself. I think what we'll do now is we'll clear the deck a bit, get my MacBook out, make sure the RODE Central software is downloaded and installed, and we can have a little play with that and see how it all works. So back in a second. Okay, well, I've got my MacBook here, and I've got the RODE Central software installed, and it's saying, please connect a RODE device to get started. So we will do that. Okay, so it's asking me if I want to connect my accessory. Yes, that's fine. So the device has been detected and it's saying select a device to get started. We will select that. Wow, look at all these options. So we can alter the settings of our receiver within the app. So at the moment it's telling us it's got a 73% battery life. Now this is what that M was about earlier. This is the merged setting. So at the moment it's set to merged. Both microphones will be on the left and right channels together merged. I quite like having one on the left and one on the right. So look, there we go. We see the option, so we can have it split. So one is on the left, one is on the right, or you can choose another option, which is when using the headset mic feature, both transmitters will be output to the left channel and the headset mic will be output to the right channel. So you can actually plug in a headset mic as well. That's pretty cool. Or you can put it onto safety mode, which on the left channel is both of them merged, but the right channel is the merged but at a lower volume. So if there's any really crazy peaking that goes on, you can actually sort of use the right channel instead that's been merged and adjust the levels because there'll be more level to play with. And then we've got the gain mode, and it's set to, you can either choose manual, which is at the moment preset, headphone or headset. Let's try a preset. We can choose the preset and we can add a preset. Right, okay, so let's select the Canon because that's what I use. Excellent. So I've got an M6 Mark II. I think probably the closest one would be the M50/M50 Mark II. And look, there you go. It will actually give you the optimal setup for that camera. And it tells you where on the menu you should go. Auto. Sound. Okay, so you change it to manual. You probably drop the level down a little bit to 4 notches above the 0 mark. Turn off the wind filter. So that's really helpful. It's got a guide there ready for different cameras. And I suppose you can set up multiple presets for multiple cameras. It's so easy, so you can get it set exactly how it should be for each camera and switch between the different presets. That's really good. I'm just going to leave it on manual for now. Okay, so we can turn the backlight off or have it set to auto. And now we can also choose what the button on top does. So what can we do it? So it can set a marker if you're recording a bit of audio and you're recording for hours and you think, oh, hang on, this is an important bit of audio. You could press that and that will put a little marker on the track so you can go straight to that within the RODE software. Love it. And you can just use it to record as well. Okay, I'm going to do that. Plug-in detect. I think this is the plug-in, so when you plug it in and unplug it to the power case, I think that might turn it on and off. I think that's what that is. Right, so time code. Oh man, this is where we get into the pro stuff. Oh man, I don't know what this is. So from my understanding is the time code audio helps you sync up multiple different cameras and the audio source. I think I'm not going to tell you any more about it right now and how it works because I'm not entirely sure. It's probably something I'm going to have a play with and then come back to another day. Right, let's plug in transmitter number 1 and see what options we get. Yes, we'll allow it to connect. Onboard recording. We recommend accessing your recordings by connecting via the charge case. I don't want to do that at the moment. I just want to plug in and have a little look. Oh, I suppose if you plug in the charging case, does that allow you to access everything at once? Does it? That's why they give you this chunky cable. Plug that in and plug this in. Allow. And wow! So look, we can access the transmitters and the receiver. So we can go into the settings, and there we go. Oh my God, that's so smart. So you don't need to faff around plugging and unplugging each of them. You can literally just switch between them and access the recordings. So you can change the recording settings. So saving as a WAV file, that's fine by me. 48 kilohertz sample rate, yeah, that's fine. And this is where you can do the magic of the float or the PCM audio. Now, the float audio might not work with different editing software. It really depends. I use Premiere Pro, so I think that should be fine. Right, so let's have a little look at the settings that we've got available on our transmitters / mic packs. So we've got the GainAssist, and this is a little thing that explains what those mean, which is probably quite helpful. To configure the GainAssist mode, press the right navigation button until you arrive at the screen for the transmitter you wish to adjust. Short press the navigation button to cycle between auto and dynamic GainAssist modes. So the auto GainAssist mode will give you a smoother, more consistent sound, which can be better in a recording scenario like an interview where your audio levels are jumping around a lot. Okay? And dynamic, the dynamic GainAssist mode balances your audio whilst maintaining dynamics, resulting in a more natural sound. This can be better in a controlled recording environment where the sound you're recording is more even. So that's what the GainAssist settings are. So you can keep it on auto, dynamic, or just turn it off. So I'm going to leave it on auto for now. We'll see how that goes. Now it's telling us that there are 44 hours of recording space available on the microphone pack, which is mental. So you could record for several days constantly and still have space. So this is going to be great for out and about vlogging. Very good. Right. Okay. So we can choose what the button on top does. So we can make it mute the microphone. That's quite handy. We can make it so it does nothing, or we can do it so it adds a marker. I'm going to say do nothing because I don't want to accidentally press it and mute it, and I don't really need to do it. So you can change the brightness levels of the LED. Bright's fine. And you can set it so it will always record or manually record. I'm going to set it to always because just in case there's an occasion where I forget to turn on the receiver on the camera, which happens to me quite a lot, I'm going to do that. HPF, what's that? High pass filter. That's what that is. High pass filter. I'll put on the screen what high pass filter is. It's something to do with something. I know what it is, but I can't put it into words. It'll explain better down there. Timeout. What's the timeout? Timeout is where if it's disconnected, it will turn itself off, which is good. Dropout markers. When enabled, dropout zones and markers will be shown on onboard recordings. Okay, so I guess that's if it goes out of signal or whatever, you can see it on the recording. Now we'll go into the other microphone pack, and obviously we have to make sure the settings are the same, really, just for ease of use. I mean, the charge case has even got firmware. That's mental. And yeah, this is the software you use if there's a firmware update or anything like that available for your RODE products. It seems that they've arrived to me with version 1.28, which apparently is the latest and greatest, so that's fine. I love it. That's so simple. I love that they're in their little hidey case, charging away. Beep, 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 beep. Well, maybe we should try recording something and seeing what the sound quality's like. So I'm going to switch up the microphone on the camera to use the RODE Wireless Pro, and we can see how it sounds. So let me do that. Okay, well now you're hearing me through the RODE Wireless Pro, and I'm literally just holding it in my hand like this. There it is. So you can clip it in.
I don't often tend to use them like this because it makes my t-shirt go all flappy and there. But yeah. So this is me talking through the Rode Wireless Pro without a lavalier mic and just using it directly like this. And hopefully you can hear me okay. I really hope it works. I mean, it's a lot of money to spend on something that doesn't work. Now, I guess we should maybe try the lav mics and see how they work. So let's get the lav mics set up and we'll go from there. Now, you're not going to be able to hear me as well during this section because I'm using the microphone that's on this overhead camera. So just bear with me, but yeah, it'll be all right in the end. Okay, so we've got our lav mic and one end plugs into here. Now, the lav mic has got two sides. Now, this is the side that picks up the sound. This side does not. So essentially, when you wear it, if you imagine my hand is a shirt, it should be looking like that. So it comes with these clips. So if we just put it in at an angle and twist it around. There you go, that's into place. And then if you get the loop, open the clamp and put it through. You put the cable back through the cable clip on here. There we go. So you've got a broadcast loop, as they call it. And we'll just put one of our little windshields on. Lovely. There we go. So hopefully now you're hearing me through the lav mic on the Rode Wireless Pro. And so what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to just do a quick audio comparison between the Rode Wireless Go, the Rode Wireless Go 2, and then the Rode Wireless Pro. And I'm going to cut between them and just say some things. Now, I'm actually going to make it a fair test, and I'm just going to use the microphones held like this at this kind of distance. If I start using the Lavalier 2 and the Lavalier 1 and everything, I don't think that gives it a fully fair test. So I'm just going to swap between holding the 1 and 2 and the Pro and see what happens basically. So this is just me quickly saying the alphabet with the Rode Wireless Pro. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. And yeah, that was the alphabet on the Rode Wireless Pro. Let's stop for a second and switch to the Rode Wireless Go 1. Okay, so this is me doing a quick recording with the Rode Wireless Go, or the Rode Wireless Go 1, I guess it is. And again, I'm holding the microphone sort of similar distance from my face, and yeah, just seeing what it sounds like. So I'm going to do the alphabet test with this: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, or Z if you're American. So I don't know if there's going to be masses of difference in sound quality between them all. It's just that the Pro offers a little bit more flexibility and a little bit more control to give it that sort of pro edge. But I guess now I'm going to switch to the Rode Wireless Go and we can see how that sounds. Okay, so now we're testing with the Rode Wireless Go 2. And again, I'm holding it sort of similar distance from my mouth and we'll just see how it all sounds. Now, I've not used this in a little while and the old battery light's flashing, so I don't know how long I've got, but hopefully we can just rattle through the alphabet and see how it all works. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, or Z if you're American. So yeah, I don't know how different this will sound. Hopefully we should notice a difference between the Pro. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, or Z if you're American. But anyway, I'm going to switch back to the Rode Wireless Pro right now. So let's do that. Right, well, I think what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to edit this video and I'm going to start using these microphones properly in all my future videos, and then maybe we can come back at a later date when I've sort of read up a bit more and used them, so I can give a sort of slightly more rounded review of how they all work and some of the features and things that I didn't quite understand in the Rode Central software. I'd be interested to see how the time code recording function works, and also just how changing the gain settings and everything like that works out and what's best for me. This video is very much a I'm learning with you situation. Whilst I do know a bit about this, I don't know loads. I don't know the perfect settings and all that jazz. And so rather than just carry on going, oh, I'm not sure, I think the best way to get to know this product is to use it and see how it works. Well, that's the plan anyway. So yeah, you might notice these mic packs appearing in upcoming videos, and we can see if there's a marked difference in audio quality. So yeah, keep an eye out for some more content on these Rode Wireless Pro microphones. And yeah, keep an ear out for future videos and see if you notice a difference in audio quality. I certainly hope you do. But why not like and subscribe to this channel and keep an ear on the audio quality of all my videos going forwards and see what you think about it. So yeah, I don't think I've got anything else to say right now, so I'll leave it there. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, but for now it's game over.